Africa is the worst hit, besides the small island states, when it comes to global warming issues. The impacts are already manifest on the continent, so we are not speaking of what may happen in 5 years or 10 years. We're talking about what is going on right now. We're speaking about droughts and famines on the continent, thousands of people displaced from their ancestral homes, living in refugee camps. We're talking about environmental refugees, climate environmental refugees already on the continent. We're talking about floods. We're talking about crop failures, desertification, mudslides. Floods not just in Africa, floods in places like Pakistan, where huge tracts of land have been submerged. To mudslides in Latin America, bushfires in Russia. In other words, climate change is a planetary crisis. It's not just a challenge that confronts a few vulnerable people in poor countries. It is a challenge to the whole planet and to every single person. Yesterday at the Faith Rally, Bishop Tutu declared very clearly that those who think that the crisis will exempt them, they actually live in fool's paradise. We may go first in Africa, but everybody's going to join everyone else. That was the message, and it was very clear. This is why we're so shocked that rich industrialized countries, led by the United States of America, would, even before coming to the COP, send a signal that nothing is going to come out of the COP. That they would not make verifiable, legally binding commitment to reduce emissions at source. And we're so disappointed that countries like Japan, like Canada, Australia, and Russia will join on this train. The crisis that is confronting the planet is something that every nation should confront with all seriousness, because we have just one planet. It doesn't matter how rich a nation is, how much space exploration a nation has conducted. We have one planet Earth as far as we know right now. And we have all the responsibility to take real actions, because millions of people are already at risk. We're going to hear a lot in the COP about why we require emission reduction as such. You're going to hear a bit more about it in this conference. But already, the commitments, the pledges made in Cancun and in Copenhagen, they've already set the world on a path to a temperature increase that is already more than 2 degrees. And 2 degrees increase is already a death sentence on Africa.